And for you viewers, we welcome you to Game 2 of our quadruple header here this afternoon as North Carolina and Georgia Tech in their only regular season meeting here in snowy Midtown. The Tar Heels are here. They've split their last 4. They've won 3 of their last 5. Georgia Tech has lost 2 straight and 5 of their last 6. Great to be with the guy whose banner's in the roof, Dennis Scott. Wes Durham, delighted to have you here at McCamish Pavilion this afternoon. Carolina's won 2 straight, Notre Dame, and then last Saturday at Virginia. Dennis, Hubert Davis feels differently about his team than he did after a tough West Coast trip.
After talking to Hubert, is it rest versus rust? So first 5 minutes is very crucial to see how they play the defense, knowing Tech's coming in with a small lineup, but they've been showing great basketball before that rest.
Well, and now Derek Dixon's emergence in the starting lineup has started to factor in. The young freshman has come on the floor, and you see the changes offensively. What jumps off the page here?
Well, the confidence. We always talk about when opportunity knocks, are you ready? Yes, Dixon said, Coach, put me in. And so far, last 3 ball games, he's shown improvement.
All right, we'll keep an eye on Dixon. Meanwhile, Damon Stoudemire and the Jackets have lost 2 straight, 5 of their last 6. They're 2-6 as they play to the halfway point in the league. However, in Stoudemire's tenure here in Atlanta, 2 of his better performances by his team have come against Carolina.
So if you stick with the numbers and you stick with Carolina, you're saying it's going to be a big-time ball game. The wrinkle I mentioned earlier, Gerard Mustaf, right? Jaden Mustaf, the son, he will be at the power forward position tonight.
So the Jackets go small. Hubert Davis says we've seen small this year, handled it well, but he also realizes how dangerous Georgia Tech is, and a sellout house here in Midtown today to watch this.
Well, one thing about this building, something normally good happens. You got to get off to a fast start and believe in your opportunity.
Oh, do you ever know how good the building can be? Henry Vesar by Dongo with Kellen Milliner, A.J. Desai, Jeff Clark on the whistle, and away we go from Atlanta. And here is the freshman Dixon, picked up by the veteran Lamar Washington. And Caleb Wilson out of a double team back for Dixon's 3. Bounds away and the rebound pulled down. And this is the freshman, Akai Fleming.
You see that first possession Damon talked about. He's going to double team Caleb a lot. Great quick pass. Dixon just missed a wide open 3.
Dongo at the top. Vesar has the assignment on him. Here's Kawasi Reeves, Tech's leading scorer. His first jumper rattles out. Put it back up. Vesar blocked it away. Jaden Young leads the fast break with Trimble trying to get to the basket. Floater is good, and Carolina in front.
That's one thing about the block shots with North Carolina. They get out in transition. Nice floater.
Fleming against Trimble, who's arguably Carolina's best on-ball defender, Dennis.
Yeah, for all you young guards out there, watch how the technique, keeping your hands high, low, and keeping your man in front of him.
Dongo with Vesar defending. 2 pretty good post guys there. Here's Washington. Bounds away the rebound for the redshirt junior from Estonia. The Tar Heel lineup, of course. Here's Trimble out of the corner. It's 5-0. Seth Trimble's got all 5. That's his 12th 3 of the year.
Well, Damien said if they're going to make a lot of threes early, you have to live by that. You cannot let Caleb Wilson get off fast. So early double teams.
Dongo tried to go to Reeves. Almost lost it. On the drive. Bothered by Henry Vesar. Rebounded by Wilson off the deflection. Carolina trying to push it. Vesar with Dongo there. Reeves thinking about helping out. Here's Jaden Young, a 3. Long rebound. Young will run it down. Get it right back to Vesar, who scored.
Yeah, good job. You followed the shot by Young. Then feeding Vesar down low.
Georgia Tech trying to find some offense. Dongo launches and hits. By Dongo, just his 5th 3 of the year, and the Jackets on the board.
Yeah, it's a big time 3 early in the game to stop the bleeding. First couple years, Biden had a 3-point game in his arsenal. So far, so good.
He's judicious, though, about his attempts. That's only his 11th.
Smart attempts. Good point, Paul.
Young, Vesar, a 3. Can't answer. The rebound pulled away. That's Mustaf. Ahead for Fleming. In traffic. Couldn't get the roll. He and Vesar battle for the rebound, and a held ball will belong to Georgia Tech.
Well, you see the difference with Fleming? You go at the shot blocker. Now you get your shot off versus trying to avoid and get your shot blocked. So right here, Vesar rotates slow, leave it. Big fella by. I love it. Stop the bleeding. Keep the ball with confidence.
Dongo had 14 and 9 the other night with 2 blocks in Blacksburg. Georgia Tech plays without Muhammad Silla again today. Also, Peyton Marshall at 7 feet, not able to go for Damon Stoudemire. Carolina an early 4-point lead. Quick look inside. Reeves with the shot clock winding down. 2-point shot just inside the line. Missed everything against Wilson. Here's Dixon for Caleb Wilson. Double team quickly. Tried to go back to Vessel. Young for Trimble, a triple. And a rebound deflected away. Dongo. Here comes Lamar Washington. Pull up, foul line jumper, Fleming. Dixon trying to get Carolina in transition here, Dennis.
Well, that last possession was solid. Caleb Wilson says, time for you to get one off.
Missed everything off the baseline, last touched by Dongo. Says Kellen Milliner. And now they've reversed the call. It'll go to the Jackets. Jaden Young comes off the floor. Luka Bogovac is in, along with Jaron Stevenson, who was terrific last Saturday in Charlottesville off Hubert Davis's bench.
Now watch this double team here. This time, Caleb Wilson said, let me turn into it. Haven't gotten the shot off. Stay patient, big fella, because you're picking Tech apart, and the double team's coming, getting wide open threes.
Stevenson trying to help with Washington. Dongo now with Trimble on the switch. Inside the catch and score. 5 for Dongo.
As soon as the shot blocker goes out, great over the top pass and finish.
You swap Stevenson for Besar, you're not swapping the same guy.
No, sir, whatsoever. Shot blocking and rim protection is gone.
Dixon working against Mustaf. Bogovac, the junior from Montenegro. Out of the double team, Dixon will run it down. And tried to deliver. It got deflected by Mustaf. 9 to shoot, and we get our first break in the action here in Atlanta. North Carolina with a strong start, but by Dongo has picked up 5 in a row for Georgia Tech. Tar Heels in front, 7-5 when we continue on ACC Network. ACC Network basketball is presented by Food Lion, official grocer of the Atlantic Coast Conference. It's always good to get Hubert Davis and David Stoudemire.
Lake Braddock, DMV guy.
Yeah, Hubert from Northern Virginia. Damon is from Portland.
Yeah.
Teammates at the Raptors.
Yes. Basketball family, baby. It's a basketball family.
Yeah.
Now, I told both of them they're crazy. They decided to coach. I decided to be in the media. I already don't have any hair, so that's why I chose not to coach, to come have fun with you, partner.
Is that it?
That's it. But no, both guys are doing a heck of a job. And just the fact that the way college basketball is today, we both have different conversations of what we would have done back in the day and think what we are now. So, oh my goodness, a lot of good conversation.
North Carolina 2 of 3 to start the ball game from the floor. 1 of 5 since. Here's Bogovac out of the timeout. Stevenson on the launch. That's a back rim miss. Rebounded by Washington.
We saw that from here, partner.
Jackets were 0 for 4 to start. Tech is 2 of its last 5. Both belong to Dongo. 2-point game. Live and catch. Make Dongo all 7 of Georgia Tech's points, and we're tied.
Great seal by Bob and a great pass by Wacer. Nice and high, no shot blocking the paint.
Dongo, who's been battling injuries, 3D, trying to bring the A game today early.
He's bringing it so far.
Trimble into traffic. Here's Bogovac, a 3. Bounds away and out of bounds. And Carolina kind of living and dying a little bit with threes here.
Well, how you're getting your threes. That last three I didn't like at all. Look at that great seal, perfect pass. Keep the ball high, finish with the left hand. But to your point, partner, that last possession by Carolina, when you've gotten the ball to Wilson, he's taking his time. He's found wide open shooters. They just missed the first couple of shots. Take your time and continue to attack the paint.
Mustaf with Washington. Kawasi Reeves. Cam Kraft has come on the floor for Georgia Tech. Where's number 12? On the drive, and Mustaf's shot blocked by Wilson. And a foul on Trimble.
One thing David told us yesterday in practice, Mustaf being at the 4, regardless where he is on the floor, he has to drive the basketball, attack the paint. Now he's at the free throw line.
So Jaden Mustaf will go to the line. He's 64%. 3D, what's up here? First 16, 8 points, 4 rebounds. Now almost 12 and 7. Couple double-doubles.
I think he's buying into a new role. And sometimes these young men today want to try to prove to us what they can't do versus doing what you can do. You're an undersized 4-man, and Damon understands that. That's why his last 3 games, their numbers are skyrocketing.
Dongo goes out. Cole Kerouac, 7-foot freshman from Cumming, Georgia, into the Georgia Tech lineup, only averaging about 11 minutes a game in conference play.
In some way, in those 11 minutes, he has some type of electric dunk to get the crowd going. So see if he can do that early in the ball game.
Mustaf, one of the 2. Georgia Tech with his first lead of the day. 8-0 run after Carolina went off 7-0 tear to start. Here's Vesar on the catch. Got dislodged, almost threw it away. Bogovac somehow collected through traffic. Trimble, good look ahead. Out of the corner, Kyan Evans missing. Vesar the stop.
Yeah,
On the stick back.
Got to box out. Cole lost. Vesar on that rebound.
Yep.
A good swing that time by Carolina, going to get a wide open shot.
Washington the pull-up. Kerouac inside, and it rolled off the back rim. Vesar the rebound. Here's Evans now. Remember, Wilson went out of the lineup on that last dead ball. Trimble. He'll wrap it around. Vesar against Kerouac. Right-hand jump hook, rattled out. Knocked away, and here's Georgia Tech. Down a point. Mustaf against Stevenson. Chaz Kelly wears 7 for the Jackets. Into the lineup early. He plays better than 20 minutes a game in conference play. They tried to lob to Kerouac. Couldn't connect. Carolina in transition. Stevenson stripped up by Kelly over the inline out of bounds. Jaron thought he got a foul. So did Hubert Davis. Kellen Milliner says no, play on. Out of bounds to Carolina as Reeves reports for Washington in the Georgia Tech lineup.
Yeah, that was a good job by Kelly getting back, not assuming that Stevenson's going to make that play. Good hustle. Stick your hand in there. We're old school, West. Hands part of the ball.
Carolina, one of its last 9. Here's Evans off the screen. Took the bump from Reeves. Seth Trimble, baseline in the air, couldn't finish. Vesar tried to tip it, finally scores on the 3rd try.
Yeah, I felt like the crowd was going ooh and ah by Trimble on a good miss, but Vesar right on time to finish the play for him.
Reeves, the bounce pass for Kerouac, working against Vesar. Carolina back to an 11-point advantage, or 3-point advantage at 11-8. And there's Mustaf. First field goal, he's got 3. Boy, the game's got pace to it. Stevenson. Bogovac around Kraft. Into traffic and 1.
Saw the difference where they're kind of half in the post. That time, Lacey rolls out. Cam Kraft comes out and gets blown by, and then Mustaf tries to take the charge. Yeah, Mustaf's a little late. Cam Kraft has to close out with the other leg up to keep his man in front of him.
We saw Carolina early in the year. Trimble was hurt. Bogovac was in the lineup. Kyan Evans was starting. Stevenson was starting.
Yes.
And they kind of inverted that lineup, right? These 3 guys come off the bench. Why the confidence level going up for this team in that light, do you think?
Well, it's amazing because when Hubert talks about which guy is going to bring it consistently, to your point, when Seth comes out, every guy had an opportunity, but nobody really emerged. Now Seth comes back. Now Dixon has the opportunity to lead the way.
There's Kelly. Bounce pass, Dongo's return, put it up with the left hand, and Vesar couldn't control it. It'll stay with Georgia Tech.
See the difference though with Vesar on the court?
Yeah.
Everyone changes their shot. So to me, it's not a block shot. I like to call it an alteration because now you made your opponent do something different to miss the shot. Now the shooting percentages go down.
Mustaf goes out. He picked up the foul a moment ago, as Dennis told you. Makai Fleming has come back in with Kraft and Dongo, Reeves, and Chaz Kelly. And here is the explosive freshman Fleming. He did not play the other night in Blacksburg, by the way.
Nursing a sore back.
And there's Kraft for 3. Boy, Vesar one and done is Georgia Tech. Almost 8 minutes to go, are gone here in this first half. Here's Powell on the floor for the first time, the West Virginia transfer. Bogovac trying to attack on the dribble. Kick out right wing. Evans had it blocked. Recovered Bogovac. 6 to shoot. Here's the skip for Jonathan Powell's 3. Spins out of there. Kelly cleans up.
With good possession, obviously on both sides, but obviously Tech will take the miss.
Inside the catch and score. Dongo has got 9.
That's called an effort transition bucket by running the floor. Perfect feed, bounce pass for the finish.
Carolina by 2. Oh boy, Fleming tried to defend Vessar with the right hand. Henry Vessar now has got 8. He's off to a terrific start.
Smart by Vessar. Saw the double team coming. Go to the baseline shot. Shoot your baby hook. Too late.
Next dead ball will get us to a timeout here in this first half. Carolina back to a 4-point advantage. Ten to shoot. Reeves. Kawasi leaning in. Got it. First points for Georgia Tech's leading scorer, averaging 16.5 against the league is Kawasi Reeves.
That's a tough move right there, Wes. Get to your baseline shot, knock it down. Speaking of knocking it down, your 7-footer shooting the ball with confidence.
He's got 11 of their 19 here, Dennis.
That messes you up when your 7-footer can shoot 3. It opens up the lane for driving opportunities.
Here's Reeves trying to beat Powell baseline. And it bounds away. Evans. Stevenson against Kraft. Out of a double team. Kyan Evans a 3. Got it. Kyan Evans pours in the 3. Carolina has pushed it to an 8-point advantage, their largest here in this first half. Just ahead of 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, Dame wasn't happy the last possession by Tech. The other way around for Carolina. They slow down a little bit. You swing it to the big fella, knocks it down. And then Stevenson kicks it out for Evans. Splash. Carolina's feeling good about themselves early in here at Tech.
Carolina by 8, and during the break, another guy who's got a banner in the building. You're not the only one today.
No, that guy right there is something special.
Tell me the truth.
I mean, that's when this building used to be dark. You know, when the building used to be dark, the floor was dark.
Yep.
And I was a kid watching, I said, wait a minute. Bobby Crimmins went to Oklahoma, then he brought in John Sally from New York. That's some big-time recruiting right there.
Shooter from Enid, Oklahoma, Dennis. There he is, Mark
He's
Price.
original. Well, I take that back. The original shooter is Roger Kaiser.
That is a fact.
So I'm sorry, Roger, if you're home watching, you're the original shooter.
Yeah, he's got one hanging here
there
too.
There you go. He's got one up there too.
Yeah.
And then Mark came in and did his thing, and then I had to take it to one more level.
Yeah. You got a banner. Kaiser's got a banner. Price has got a banner. Here's Mustaf on the drive, partially deflected by Wilson, and Caleb Wilson going to try and get the Tar Heels in transition. Skip across for Evans. Here's Bogovac. Oh, he'll line one up and score. Luka Bogovac. Carolina's hit their last 5 shots from the floor. And right now they're working behind the line, 3D.
They're getting great shots. That's the whole thing that I'm sure Dame is not happy about.
Inside for Dongo, who's really buoyed Georgia Tech's offensive efforts. He couldn't finish. Kelly the rebound. Out of the corner, Kraft the 3. Cam Kraft.
The other night he got out to a fast start at Virginia Tech, knocked down his first couple shots. Can he do the same thing here tonight?
Well, he had 9 quick the other night.
Yes, he did.
Evans a 3, left it short on the rim. Carolina lead is 8. Here's Mustaf. Fleming, Dongo. Here's Jake, picked up on his dribble. Boy, had a pass to the basket, might have stopped himself there. 8 to shoot, and lost out of bounds by Dongo. That'll bring Derek Dixon back for Carolina. Lamar Washington returns for David Stoudemire.
See David Stoudemire frustrated. Hubert Davis happy. Guys kept their feet down. They guarded their yard. Bob just turns the ball over.
25-17, just under 9 to go. Here's Dixon. Back for Vessar. Boy, he thought about it. Here's Caleb on the catch. Double team quick. Now Dixon releases and hits.
You see the difference, partner? Be patient, Caleb. You know the double team's coming. Swing, swing. Dixon, perfect form, keeps the ball high and knocks it down.
Yep. Derek Dixon, his first points of the game. Carolina lead is back to 11.
Good hands by Caleb.
Inside Dongo, the catch, and Wilson took a spill on the shot fake by Dongo. Everybody looks okay.
Yeah, I'm glad. That made me nervous.
There'll be a foul on Caleb Wilson. It'll be his first second on Carolina.
Here we go, partner. Now watch the patience. You know the double team's coming. You wait, swing, swing one more. Dixon licks his chops and knocks him down. Has a cup of coffee here this afternoon.
Teachable moment on Derek Dixon's shot here in a moment as well.
Shot ready. That's it. Good call, partner.
He was ready to catch. Here's Dongo at the line. He's 65%. He's got 9 to lead the Jackets here in this first half. From Mboro in Western Senegal. Terrific player honored here tonight. Joined the list the other night of 1,000-point scorers and 500 rebounds.
Big time. Put a little pressure on him tonight. I said, look, guys are hurt, banged up a little bit. This is your 3rd year. Give me some more, big fella. Give me some more. And tonight is the perfect night to do it.
Yep. Off to a good start here. Now got 10 in this first half. Make it 11. Georgia Tech's 19 belong to Dongo. Backcourt pressure offered here by Damon Stoudemire's team. Bogavats. Now to Dixon. Inside 8 to go in this first half. Bessar thought about it. Skip to the wing. Shot fake Bogavats. Dixon. Corner 2, Wilson. Oh, it's a 3. It's a 3 for Caleb Wilson.
That just puts salt in the wound because you're patient. The ball goes from one side of the floor back to the other to the guy who's posting up for a 3. Who doesn't take 3s?
6th triple of the year for Wilson in 21 tries.
That's just a great offensive possession by the Tar Heels.
Carolina by a dozen now at 31-19. They've stolen on the backdoor pass. Here's Wilson. Through traffic. Oh, my goodness. 5 in a row for Caleb Wilson. And Dad likes it.
Dad likes it. Mama likes it. There's a lot of Tar Heels in this building tonight, and they love it.
Here's Washington, the runner. Powell, the rebound. Carolina with momentum and Powell in the front court. Left open for 3. Spun off. Bessar tried to keep it alive. Kraft runs it down. Here's Mustaf attacking. And 1. Jaden Mustaf answers for Georgia Tech. He and Dongo are carrying Damon Stoudemire's team in the offensive end.
They really are. That young man right now is starting to feel the rhythm of this game. Swing, swing, out of the post, steps back and knocks down a 3. And then he says, let's get some cookies, let's get out and run, and let's split the double team. Finger roll over the backside. Welcome back to Atlanta. This is where the Tar Heels pick you apart, where you take your time. It's your 5-man throwing to your 4-man. Patient, swing, swing, drive and kick it, swing it again, and the guy who posts up pops to the corner and knocks down a 3. And West, correct me if I'm wrong, that's Caleb's only 6th 3 of the year.
That's right. Yep.
So
6 of 21.
That is good, patient, half-court offense going through your best player and him taking his time.
Well, and here's a list you've seen before, and you're going to see it a lot more.
Yes, sir.
DeBasta, Cam Boozer, Abuka Corey, Darius Acuff, by the way.
Ooh, all of them.
Caleb Wilson, all on the list. You're looking at top freshman scores. Don't forget the Hughes youngster at Houston.
Oh, yeah, my goodness.
Here's Mustaf at the line. And the and 1 is good for Jaden Mustaf.
And to pay it off again, Mustaf being at the 4, using your strength, being aggressive, attacking the paint. Now you just got a foul on one of their bigs.
Yep. Foul was on Bessar a moment ago. He's come off the floor, by the way, during the Carolina timeout.
A little zone now, Western, trying to pull him out of rhythm. Good pass by Caleb to Stevenson.
Yep, Jaron Stevenson's first points. He had 17 off the bench and was a real spark last Saturday in Charlottesville. Mustaf. Dongo weaves, cut through, nice catch and score for Kowacie Reeves. He's had 20 plus twice already this year against the ACC. They may need 20 today if they're going to catch Carolina. Out of the corner, Wilson another one. It bounced away. Stevenson the rebound. And the held ball going to go to Carolina.
See, I thought that last year about Wilson was a little quick. And I think that's what Jamie wants. Good pass by Wilson to Stevens that time, a little 2-3 zone. Reeves, good hands, good finish around the basket.
Dixon's going to put it in play here. And trying to get it to Wilson and got knocked back by Reeves. Kawasi, fifth-year senior from Macon, leading Georgia Tech in scoring. Field goal percentage, three-point field goal percentage coming in. Had a streak of 12 straight double-figure games snapped the other night with just 8 at Virginia Tech. And they pause here. Kellen Miller is checking the clock. Shot clock and game clock.
Well, By's down there messing with Caleb Wilson a little bit, touching him. Like, why is he touching me?
They're trying to get it to Wilson, and here's the catch. Oh, my. Wilson into traffic, and one. Yes. Caleb Wilson took Dongo to the rack for his third field goal. By pays for it with his first, or it's on Reeves, rather.
You know why that move's so special, partner? Do not waste your dribbles. These young men worried about a bag. Face-up jab. Watch this. Face-up jab. That's only one dribble. Play through the contact, get to the rim. You need a whole lot of extra dribbles.
Caleb is only 69% at the free throw line. And knocks it down. Got 8. Quick.
Quick points.
And the lead is 14 now, largest of the first half for North Carolina. Mustaf for Dongo. Kraft into traffic. Pushed it up, rolled in. Cam Kraft's helped himself off the bench. He's got 5 in the first half.
Yeah, I'm happy to see him being more aggressive. We need your scoring punch if we want to get a win tonight for Tech.
12-point lead, Trimble. Now Jaden Young back on the floor. Here's Wilson against Kraft.
Nice one.
After clearing it for him. Fall away, got it.
What we call that, partner? Shooting over a chair. This shooting over a chair is like you have to double him. Otherwise, you're going to rise up and shoot over Cam Kraft every time.
Kraft catch and shoot from deep. And it's good.
He said right back at you.
Cam Kraft over there in the expensive seats on the front row. And Wilson going to get ticketed for a travel at the top. So a turnover by the freshman from Atlanta is the first for Hubert Davis's team here in this first half.
So right here, he's just shooting over a chair, bring the double team early. And then Kraft said, wait a minute, 3D, right back at you. Deep money ball.
Real deep. Out there in your neighborhood.
Yes, sir. You know I love those.
In fact, that was over near that spot.
Hey, Jeff Lebo had to remind me again. You know
yeah, I noticed all the Carolina guys that were around in 1989 made sure to come over and speak to you today.
I thought they forgot about that.
No, they didn't. And that ball got deflected on the lob to Dongo. Here's Trimble with Bogovac. Seth down the lane, and the scoop is good.
That's nice. Under control. Some would call it the Euro step. I call it the park step, because you just take your time, use the rim for protection, get to the basket.
Washington with the right hand. Fell off the rim. Vessar had it. Out of a double team. Here's Trimble. He's got help. Dixon out of the right corner. Air ball. Mustaf. Georgia Tech trying to answer. Here goes Reeves. Transition. 6 for Kawasi Reeves.
Great job by Tech taking advantage of that air ball, pushing in transition for Reeves for the dunk. Dixon.
Stevenson. And Vessar had it. Washington gathers it. Inside 4 to go. Lob for Dongo. Look at Vessar deflect another one. And out of bounds. I believe last touch by the Tar Heels. That's going to get us to a timeout in Atlanta. 3:41 to play in this first half. Seth Trimble, just one of a couple one-man fast breaks for Carolina.
And then Tech turned around, get a steal. Then Wasey gets to the rim. This game is starting to heat up here late in the first half.
Well, we got a ton of basketball for you today. How about some more Tuesday night? We'll send you to Durham. The Blue Devils, who beat Virginia Tech in Blacksburg earlier today. They host Boston College at 7 o'clock Tuesday night, presented by T. Rowe Price. And then Virginia, who is on the road today at Boston College, will welcome Pittsburgh to John Paul Jones Arena, also presented by T. Rowe Price. Tuesday night ACC men's basketball doubleheader on ACC Network and also the ESPN app. Caleb Wilson has got 10, and that's 21 games. He breaks a streak set by Rashad McCants as a freshman of 20 consecutive double-figure games. How about a shout-out for Brandon Wright?
Come on, baby.
Had 18 in his rookie season in Chapel Hill. Here's Kraft out of the timeout, rejected by Vessar.
One thing I can say is get that shot out of here. Now, Bill Russell, rest in peace, doesn't like it. He wants you to block it to start the break for your team. But I will take it right now.
He did. If I'm Carolina, he blocked it to the perimeter. Somebody, Bogovac should have run out there and scooped it.
Good call, partner. Good call. You see a little better angle right here? Get that out of here.
Yeah. A lot of deflections, which Hubert Davis talked about yesterday in his press offering. Deflections have been kind of a key there. Is Kawasi Reeves. He's got 9. He and Dongo now have combined for 20 of Georgia Tech's 34 in this first half.
Well, I like how he shot that with confidence and rhythm. Good job by Washington. Ball
pressure.
Here's a
turnover. Lamar Washington. Tough guy. Inside and blocked. Fleming shot cleaned up by Reeves.
Another block by Vessar.
Kraft, another deep one, spins out. 8-point game. 3 minutes to go in the first half, 3D.
Yeah, Tech was hoping for that to go down. Good defense by Washington.
Trimble, the floater. Vessar cannot finish it and tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Fleming. Carolina with 18 to shoot. Keeps possession. Evans and Wilson are back. Dixon and Stevenson off the floor now for Hubert Davis. And Evans on the lob to Wilson. Bogovac. 2-point. Good. Luka Bogovac. 8 in the first half.
Yeah, nice rhythm jump shot. What I call that, Wes. Get the ball, 2 little quick dribbles, get to your spot, rise up, and shoot it with confidence.
Yep. 10-point lead again for Hubert Davis's team. 2.5 to go here, first half Atlanta. Here's Washington. Back for Reeves. Hubert Davis wanted Kyle Evans to turn his head. He would have been able to get a steal.
Easy, yes. It'll bounce right through him.
Yep. Washington off the Dongo screen. And jump shot it rebounded by Evans. He'll lob it. Oh! Caleb Wilson.
We were like, where's the ball going? You see Dad clapping? He said, I got good hands, y'all. I got good hands.
12-point lead. The nation's leader in dunks. Continues with the highlights. Under 2 to go. Washington into traffic and a Vessar foul against Dongo. Henry Vessar is second. 4th on Carolina.
When you get a good steal, Evans, I thought he was thrown out of bounds. He says, no, 3D. Number 8 from the ATL says, I got good hands, y'all. I got good hands. Just a perfect pass, perfect finish. And the crowd still buzzing.
The mayor sitting on the front row down there. Mayor Dickens.
Yes, is in the building.
Had to turn his head on that one. Proud Georgia Tech graduate, the Honorable Andre Dickens. There he is. Got that
flavor on.
They got the Ireland hat on.
Yes.
Free throw by Dongo is good. Here's Jake Mustaf for Akai Fleming.
Vessar has 2 or 3 fouls. 2, so
yes, sir.
Good job, Hubert, getting him out his last minute 43.
Yep. Jaron Stevenson will play with Wilson. They've been subbing for one another throughout the first part of this ball game. And the second one rattles out for Dongo. Vi's played well, though. He's got a dozen here in this first half.
A 2-3 matchup zone here, trying to slow Carolina down here to close out the half.
Inside, here's Stevenson, shot fake, and got the roll. A couple of field goals right around the rim for Jaron Stevenson.
Yeah, Carolina, good job attacking the gaps.
Look at Evans, forced the turnover. Here's Trimble. Open floor. Seth had it blocked. Slapped out of there. Mustaf the other way. Georgia Tech trying to create an opportunity. Mustaf pushed it up, and it rattled off. A minute to go. Here's the outlet for Wilson. Caleb. 15-point lead for Carolina. And here in the last 8 or 9 minutes, Caleb Wilson's erupted inside McCamish Pavilion.
It all starts from the defensive end. They're getting Tech out of their game.
Washington the scoop. What a tough shot. Great points. Basket for Lamar Washington.
Yes, Tech need that bad to stop the bleeding.
And now a timeout taken by Hubert Davis. They'll use it or lose it 30 with 31 and a half to go. And his team by 13. 50-37, 3D. Back after this. Don't forget, following our quadruple header today on ACC Network, Nothing But Net. After the game with Taylor Tannenbaum, Joel Berry, and Luke Hancock. And by the way, while we've got a moment, great to have Jason Spells with us now on ACC Network. Know he'll be coming up at the half with Luke and Joel.
Do what you do, Jason. Good hanging out with you last week. Do what you do, young fella.
Caleb Wilson's doing what he does.
Yes, he does.
3D.
He's excited as crowds. Everything you saw on TV, everything you read in the paper, well, now you're seeing it in person.
And the lob into the backcourt. Evans and Carolina with the likely second to last possession of this half. Shot clock at 12 and Kyan Evans against Lamar Washington. Bessar the screen. Remember, he plays with 2. Thought about it. He'll try and take Dongo. Threw it up on the glass. Trimble the rebound. Right back up and score. 9 in the first half for Trimble. And here is Mustaf from midcourt at the horn. And it's short. And North Carolina is going to take a 15-point lead to the locker room.
Yeah, Damon Stoudemire is upset right now because Tech got away from the detail during the game. On the flip side, Carolina shared the basketball, playing through number 8, knocking down threes.
Well, Caleb Wilson turns it on late in the first half. North Carolina 52, Georgia Tech 37. Here at half from Atlanta. Off we go to the ACC Network studios. Halftime with the Tar Heels in front. Here's Jason Spells. Welcome back to Midtown Atlanta. ACC Network basketball presented by Food Lion. Number 16, North Carolina, has now posted a second consecutive half of basketball with 50 or more points as they lead Georgia Tech by 15. Great to be with Dennis Scott, West Durham. Delighted to have you with us for our coverage. We talked about the 2 bigs for Hubert Davis coming into the ball game. They delivered in the opening 20 minutes.
They really did, Wes. And for our viewers, they're different bigs. 7 foot, 6'10", 6'11". They pass. They're unselfish. When you start off with Bessar, he made his presence felt in the paint, rebounding the basketball, giving the Tar Heels extra possessions. Not too many 7-footers can step into a transition 3 and shoot it with confidence, smile to the crowd. Then, of course, the hot ticket, number 8. He was posting up and then swing back to him. Doesn't take a lot of threes. He knocks down the 3 in transition. I thought it was a bad pass. Good hands. I have good hands, 3D. And then Baez.
Dongo was the guy for Georgia Tech.
Come on, Baez. You have a few injuries. You're the main guy. You're the mainstay. It's your 3rd year. So I put a little pressure on him, Wes, before this game. Play harder, do more. Great seal, great pass. Keep the ball high. Finish with the left hand.
Dongo, who plays without his running mate Mohamed Silla today for Georgia Tech, finished with 12 points. No rebounds, though, in the first half for Dongo, who on the other night in Blacksburg had 14 and 9. You see some of the game summary here. That rebound margin is important for Hubert Davis.
Yes.
He thinks it's a centrifugal force of what Carolina is. So does paint points. They got 26 of those. Georgia Tech hit 4 threes. Only had 5 turnovers, though, in the first half.
You're frustrated if you're Damon Stoudemire and the coaching staff. Only 5 turnovers, and you're still down by 15?
Yeah.
That means rebound more and take care of possessions. No live ball turnovers.
Carolina hit, by the way, 17 of their last 26 from the floor, Dennis, to close at 50% in the first half. Mustaf leads the opening shot of the half short. The 15-point advantage for the Heels is their largest halftime lead in an ACC game this year. And after the missed shot, here's Dixon trying to calm things down. Wilson working against Washington. Backdoor lob. Bessar the catch and flush.
First half we saw a 5 to the 4. Now the first play of the second half it was a 4 to the 5.
Yeah. Lead is 17. Washington. And it'll rattle out. Dongo the follow dunk. 14 now for Bai Dongo.
Good activity by Bai finishing that up.
Already 6 double-figure effort in the last 8 games for the junior from Western Senegal. Dixon at 17 feet. Mustaf the rebound. Damon Stoudemire wants his team on the run. Here's Dongo, and then it knocked away by Jaden Young.
You get a foul? Oh, they got a foul now.
Yep, foul on Young. It'll be his first. First on Carolina here in the second half. Dongo going to go to the line to shoot 2.
It's a great pass. You don't have ball pressure. I know Washington is standing there, but he's not tall enough to block the vision. That's not the perfect pass.
Dongo 3 of 4 at the line in the first half. Georgia Tech at the stripe was just 5 of 7. And that one no good. This Georgia Tech team 10-4 at home, just 1-3 in home ACC games for Damon Stoudemire, the lone win Boston College. And this is a team that heads west Monday for the Cal Stanford double dip. And Dennis, as we found out a couple weeks ago, and you can ask Hubert Davis if you don't believe us, it's not as easy as it appears.
No, it's the details, the focus.
The jet lag.
Great point, partner.
Yeah.
That's key.
Yep. Georgia Tech, like a lot of others, leaving Monday for a game on Wednesday at Cal, then next Saturday at Maples Pavilion against the Cardinals. Here's Bessar, a 3 from the front. Rattled off. Reeves the rebound. Here's Washington. Lamar pushed up the floater. Tapped out. Here's Wilson leading the break. He's got Trimble with him. Bounce pass and Seth Trimble the dunk. Tricky bounce pass from Caleb Wilson.
It's your 4-man now, getting the steal, playing through traffic, and perfect bounce pass.
2 minutes in, it's a 16-point Georgia Tech lead here, or North Carolina lead on Georgia Tech here in this second half. There's Reeves. DeWacy Reeves now with 11 on his 5th field goal. And back the other way, Trimble. Skip it for Dixon. All the way down, off the window. And Washington, when we got out of bounds, last touch by Carolina, says A.J. Desai.
Mustaf still down.
Yeah, Jaden is. And all of a sudden,
I didn't see what happened.
we may have to get another look, and now he's up. So Mustaf will stay in the ball game. See Damon Stoudemire, assistant Greg Gary looking on.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, as we say at home, got hit in the future. Oof.
Might be a baritone most days.
With high voice real quick.
Could be soprano for the next few minutes.
Oh, boy.
Washington recovering off the miss. Second chance opportunity for Georgia Tech. Like the Jackets are almost trying to grind this out a little bit here. Fleming, who is scoreless. Fall away on the baseline, good. Fleming's first bucket. He's averaging 7.5 against the league.
But to your point, Tech has to figure out a way. How can they get 2 or 3 stops? Otherwise, you're trading baskets and you're still down by 16, 18.
There's a lob and the catch inside. Bessar to work on Dongo and one. 15 now for the junior from Estonia.
Sometimes you may be a little bit taller. Sometimes you may be a little physical. But that time, Bessar catches the ball, One power dribble, and this goes straight through by for the finish.
Yep, he's got 15 in the ball game, chance to make it 16. That's Dongo's first foul of the afternoon. First on Georgia Tech here in the second half. Dennis, how many guys have we chronicled this year who changed the dress through the transfer portal, in essence, to expand who they are as a basketball player? I think Henry Vasar falls into that category. He has filled a lot of needs for Carolina, but he's helped himself as well.
Yes. The young man I watched on tape last year at Arizona and the guy we're watching now is two different guys.
Yep. Washington for Dongo. We're 3 minutes old and change here in the second half in Atlanta. Mustaf trying to lob for Dongo. Overshot the entry pass. Bogavats with the turnover from Georgia Tech. Dixon standing three. Back rim miss. They scramble inside, and Stevenson, or Trimble rather, out of traffic with it. Bogavats. Here goes Trimble, bumped and fouled. That's Dongo's second.
Second foul charge to number 11.
Yeah, that's going to get Cam Kraft into the ball game for Damon Stoudemire to replace Kawasi Reed. Hubert Davis, 117 wins in his 5th season as Carolina's coach. He is 4-1 in his career against Georgia Tech. Wilson.
ISO.
Spot up three. Back rim miss. Third chance now. Out front to Dixon on the shot clock reset. Vesar a launch. Back rim miss again. No fourth try for Carolina there.
Two good looks by Carolina, but if you're Tech, you'll take it because you have your big guys shooting threes versus attacking the paint.
Dongo. Dribble handoff for Washington and turned over. Bodies go down. Here's the outlet. This is Trimble against Fleming. Put it on the glass. Wilson recovers inside. Tried to go up with it and draws the foul. So we get a timeout on the floor. Foul is going to be on Akai Fleming. His first. Third on Georgia Tech. Carolina by 15.
And Brown hits them both.
And the pass stolen by Scott. He scores! They scored for Georgia Tech. And there's
It and fires it. Fox at the buzzer.
it doesn't go. And Georgia Tech has picked off North Carolina here in the Toronto.
1989 only seems like yesterday, right? Is that the deal?
It feels that way.
Yeah.
But after bumping into these old Carolina guys, it seems like it was yesterday.
Yeah. I noticed Lebo. You know, Lebo had a problem.
Yes.
Kenny Smith, he's
Yes,
down there. He got issues. He didn't even play in the
He didn't
game.
even play in the game. Like, I remember that too.
Right.
And of course, Dean Smith being the power that he was, he got 2 seconds put back on the clock. All the time it came off the clock. But
Wait a
because
second.
Dean Smith
Wait.
said, hey, put 2 seconds back on, there's 2 seconds back on the clock.
By the way, do you want to tell the part of the story where Bobby Crimmins had to be told he won the
Yes.
game?
Kevin Cameron, if you're watching, thanks for telling Coach that it was a good steal, and I made it.
By the way, good to see Sherman Dillard and Jimmy Hebron get some run
Yes,
in that video.
yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Carl Brown should have made the free throws.
No, he should have missed them. And he made it. That's why I was able to get the steal.
Oh, my gosh. Let me tell you, the amazing thing about traveling with you is all the people at all the other schools that talk about the shot.
Oh, they remember it too.
Dongo got the roll.
There you go, by a nice little baby hook.
17 for Dongo, who had 20 against Syracuse. And 9 rebounds in this building in an earlier ACC game. 15-point lead for Carolina. Again, we're 5 minutes old, half 2 in Midtown Atlanta. And we're playing on Crimmins Court, appropriately so. On the drive, lob, catch, layup, that's all. Boy, nice speed by Dixon there.
Well, good job by Dixon getting to the alleyway of the paint. So now the defender was in no man's land. He threw it high to the big fella to finish.
Basard only had 22 total points against Virginia and Notre Dame. He's got 18 today. Chaz Kelly on the drive, lost a handle on it, turned over by Georgia Tech. Reeves and Kerouac back in the game.
Yeah, perfect pass that time by Dixon. See how he put by in no man's land? You're either going to come up and trap, or if you're in the drop position, tell you other Mustaf to help out. Otherwise, there's no way you can deal with that size.
All right, all the DMV stuff with you and Hubert aside here. What do you like most about Dixon running this Carolina offense?
His presence and his confidence. And his shot making will get more and more consistent as time goes on, being in the starting lineup.
Yeah. Kelly picking up the freshman. And here's the lob for Wilson. Double team again by the Jackets momentarily. Skips it for Dixon. Bogovac, sidestep three, good. Luka Bogovac, second triple. He's got 11.
Every time Caleb Wilson takes his time, picks the defense apart, swing, Carolina gets a great shot.
Biggest lead of the ball game for the Tar Heels now at 20. Kelly inside Dongo, and a foul on the Tar Heels as Dongo cut it loose. And it's on Henry Vessel. His third, second and a half of the Tar Heels.
Vessel looked like, what did I do wrong? I just contested, bumped into me.
Dongo get a couple of free throws. So here's Dongo at the line. 4 for 6. 5.5, 17 in the game. And the free throw is good. Don't forget, we got women's basketball for you. The Play for K doubleheader on ACC Network and the ESPN app Thursday night. We'll start in Chapel Hill with Clemson, Carolina at 6. Presented by Ally, and then move over to Raleigh. What a spectacular night it is for the Play for K game in Raleigh, where Coach Yao was such an amazing success. Florida State in town. Brooke Wyckoff and the Seminoles. Russ Moore's team, and that's also available for you on the ESPN app. Don't forget the K Yao Cancer Fund. You can contribute to that at kyao.com. Dongo at the free throws. Georgia Tech cut it back to 18, and here's the inbounds pass. Wilson the catch. He's got Mustaf to beat, and the dunk. 18 now for Caleb Wilson.
Yeah, Caleb saved Seth Tribble on that inbounds pass by throwing it high, and he fought for it quicker than Mustaf.
Back to a 20-point Carolina advantage. Kelly tees up a three, and it's good. Chaz Kelly is 19th three of the year. 68-51.
How can Tech put together 2 or 3 possessions to get some stops? Otherwise, you're sharing buckets here at West.
Wilson the catch against Kraft. Fall away. It spins in. That's 20 for Wilson. For the 15th time this year, he's got 20.
Kraft hit right back at you.
Yep. Kraft knocks down a
3.
triple. And Cam Kraft's got 3 threes. It's his second straight game with 3 triples.
Need that bad. David Stoudemire's talking about the Mustaf. You got to hurry up and get to Caleb Wilson. He's got the big dunk. He's knocked down a shot. He's starting to get his rhythm. That's where he saved Trumbull. 2 steps to the rim. Fast break action, but Tech has to get some stops because Caleb Wilson and the family are here to show.
Sellout house, young and old, here in Atlanta today to see number 16 North Carolina and Georgia Tech. Caleb Wilson's now got 20. You know what that means?
Uh-oh.
He broke a record set by the former Poplar Bluff Mule, Tyler Hansbrough. That's 15 games of 20 or more for Caleb Wilson. Look at this list. Hansbrough, Rashad McCants, and Phil Ford. And look at those 2 other guys. Tyler's doing radio today with Jones Angel on the far left. Adam Lucas in the middle. Those 2 guys host the wildly popular Carolina Insider Podcast 3D that you will be making an appearance on here soon.
Yes, sir. I said, hey, guys, I did my homework. I talked to the mayor. They confirmed you guys were legit. So now I will make sure I hook you guys up next
Andre
week sometime.
Dickens, what do he have to do with it?
Oh, well, you know, me and Dre go back.
Out of the timeout, Carolina to put it in play. Dongo, by the way, 1 off of his season high. Caleb Wilson's got his 15th 20-plus game of the year. He's got 8 games of 20-10, 20 points, 10 rebounds, and he's got 11 double-doubles. 10 to shoot, Bogovac. And that bounces away and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Stevenson, says Jeff Clark. So a 16-point lead for North Carolina. Tar Heels 2-3 on the road, 1-3 on the road in the ACC.
That win at Virginia the other night was huge. Showed their toughness in the second half.
Especially down 16 in the
That's
first
it.
half,
That's
right?
that toughness. That's it.
Here's Kraft looking for more. Front rim miss. He's got 3 threes in the game today. There's Cam Kraft from Chicago, the transfer from Miami, Ohio. Who's having a terrific year, by the way. Tyan Evans. Backdoor, Stevenson the catch, and the foul on Mustaf. 4 on Georgia Tech in the second half. That is the second on the redshirt freshman, Jaden Mustaf. Timeout in Atlanta. Tar Heels by 16. We continue on ACC Network.
It's hard to win. It's hard to practice. It's hard to box out. It's hard to talk on defense. It's hard to sprint to offense. It's hard to get to the offensive glass. It's hard to make open shots. It's hard to get to the free throw line. It's hard to play here. It's hard. And that's good. And that hardness is something that you have to walk towards and embrace. And I told the guys, I said, I know it's hard, but if we can figure out how to get this done, the next 2.
Well, Hubert Davis pretty candid about what it is to play at Carolina and the struggles his team have gone through. Look, we saw him at a low point, losing to Cal and Berkeley, right? After the loss to Stanford. The team that comes back and then gets Notre Dame, and that, to your point a moment ago about the win at Virginia.
Yes.
And it sounds simple, but sometimes at different places, it's not easy. Remember John Shire, almost the same conversation with us?
Yes, sir. And that's what these young men have to understand, that the climate in our college basketball has drastically changed. You can't make excuses.
Where things are given.
That's right.
Yeah. It's interesting. 1 of 2 at the line a moment ago for Stevenson.
Oh, good defense by the Tar Heels. They tried a little flare screen for a shot with hand.
Baseline Mustaf, hanging shot, no good. They battle inside. Dongo the foul. He went over Stevenson's back, I think. Are they calling that on Stevenson? Oh, they are. Beg your pardon. A.J. Desai whistles Jaron Stevenson for his first. Hubert Davis not happy at all. 3rd foul on Carolina in the second half. Another look here, Dennis.
Good job, Mustaf attacking the shot blocker. Well, I guess he's calling that first grab by Stevenson, even though Bai was on his back.
Kraft to catch and shoot 3. And slapped out of bounds. Last touch by Kelly. A 17-point lead for North Carolina here in Atlanta. Jonathan Powell wears 11 for the Tar Heels. Bogovats out of a double team in the front court. There's Stevenson, wraps it around. Powell the catch. Layup fell off the rim. Georgia Tech, enough chaos defensively to force the miss.
That was the right call, partner. A little full court chaos trap. Got a turnover.
Trying to
get it right back.
Bessar.
Get it right back.
Yep. Evans with Dixon on the bench runs the Carolina offense. Here's Tyan Evans backing it out against Mustaf. Stevenson looking for Bessar with Dongo battling inside. Bogovats, front of the circle, knocks it down.
Shoot.
13 for Luka Bogovats.
And Luka likes going to his left. Like early in the first half, 2 dribbles left, rise up and knock it down.
Bogovats is from Mokovats in Montenegro. By the way.
Hurt his nice over there. Hurt is really nice.
Yeah, okay. I have no idea. There's Kelly at 3. Long rebound for Stevenson. Evans looking for a path. Almost halfway home. Another one. This is 3. Long rebound and a foul. Ticketed inside. Kellen Milliner calling the Georgia Tech foul on Kawasi Reeves.
There he is.
From Archbishop Malloy in the city. There's Kenny the Jet Smith.
You talking about a one-man fast break back in college. Good
now.
gracious.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
to see on number 30.
Yeah.
Cole Kerouac gonna check in. We've seen a few Tar Heel basketball lettermen today. You guys could square away and have a nice half-court pickup game in here. Kupchak's here today.
You called it right, half court.
I meant it too.
Little flex action right. Oh, flex to a stagger screen.
And a kick three off the hand of Evans.
Oh, I like that action they just ran down.
Washington the other way, trying to beat Bogovac on the dribble, and a foul on Luka before the shot. First on Bogovac is the fourth on the Tar Heels. And a baseline inbounds pass, or inbounds for Carolina.
The partner with
for Georgia Tech.
With 9:45 left, can Tech score here and get 3 or 4 stops to get this energy back in the building to try to get a victory here. Otherwise, it could go the other way quickly.
Yep. This is Dongo against Wilson. Into traffic, put it up right hand, score. By Dongo now. 9 in the second half, 21 in the ball game.
Can we see more of that?
That's a season high, by the way. Redongo had 20 against Syracuse. 73-56. Wilson the pass to the corner, and the three rattled out from Bogovac.
That time the trap came early to get the ball out of Wilson's hands.
Washington through traffic, and bodies go down below the basket, but a whistle and a foul. Kyan Evans will draw his first. 5 on Carolina. And Lamar Washington to the strike. 77% on the year.
Good move by there. Can Bob be more aggressive though, Wes? It's like, you're the dude. You've been here 3 years.
And the lefty free throw by Washington is good.
And the reason I say that, so there's better manager. There's so much moving around in college basketball right now. You're the mainstay.
Yeah.
You're the only guy that's been here 3 strong years. Take over. This is your team.
Got a season high today, does Dongo, with 21 points. Second one from Washington is good. He's got 4 now in the ball game. Averages almost 13 against the league, so not nearly to where he's been as effective here in recent games. In ACC play. Here's a lead. This is Trimble to the basket. Layup, good. Seth Trimble, nice look ahead. Carolina, another transition basket.
We always say keep your head up, throw the ball. Miscommunication by Tech. Easy layup by Trimble.
13 for Trimble. Tar Heels only have 23 points, though, here in the second half after scoring 52 in the first half. Kraft for Dongo. And then here's Trimble with the steal. He's got Dongo to beat. Layup good.
One of the best in our game. Ball pressure, Seth Trimble. One of the best in college basketball.
Yep, timeout, Georgia Tech. Trimble's got 4 in a row. Carolina lead is back to 19. 8.5 to play in Midtown Atlanta on ACC Network. $19-point lead. Don't forget, doubleheader of men's basketball for you on Tuesday night. Boston College will be in Durham to see Duke. 7 o'clock start, presented by T. Rowe Price, and then we'll send you to Charlottesville. Virginia back at home after trips to Notre Dame and Syracuse. Cavaliers welcome the Pitt Panthers. All for you on ACC Network and streaming live on the ESPN app. Virginia's had their hands full today at BC.
Yes, they have.
Here's Washington. Georgia Tech the possession out of the timeout. Spinning in the lane and got the roll. Lamar Washington. Second field goal. He's got 6.
Trying to put this trap on again, but Carolina breaks it every time.
Kick out for Evans from Wilson. Off the front rim. Stevenson trying to hustle for the rebound. Washington beat him to it. Bounce pass ahead. And Fleming the dunk. His second field goal. Boy, Washington wouldn't give up on it.
No, did not. But once again, Tech is trying to take Carolina out of the rhythm here in the full court trap.
Yep. Back to a 15-point Tar Heel lead. Here's Evans. Vessar tried to go to Wilson. Dongo knocked it away. Hansbrough almost made a terrific play on the ball. by the way.
He was ready, you know that.
Much like Dennis has had to do in a couple of ACC arenas this year. Look at Lamar Washington. Won't give up on the play. Fleming gets the dunk. Georgia Tech to within 15 when we continue.
How good is this rivalry?
I can't believe it!
Tar Heel fans, he's next. Caleb Wilson has arrived.
The full bag of tricks from Cam Boozer!
Duke, Carolina always delivers.
Well, the 263rd meeting between Duke and Carolina next Saturday in Chapel Hill. You'll see it at 6:30 on ESPN. Duke's won the last 3 and 5 of the last 7, and there are the headliners, if you will, coming from their respective corners.
Yes, sir. Ding, ding. Let's go.
Man. Bessar on the lean in. Washington clears the rebound for Georgia Tech.
All right, Tech gets their first stop. Now can they score?
Kai Fleming. And left it short. Bessar the rebound after Dixon tumbled. 7:10 to play. It's a 15-point lead for North Carolina. Tar Heels have been workmanlike here in the second half. 3D, because really there's no margin advantage here in the second half.
Oh, don't do that to him. Number 8 said, I'm going to get the ball. I see the double team coming. Over my right shoulder on the baseline. Splash.
22 now for Wilson. Dongo, the follow of the miss by Washington. By Dongo working on a season high. 11.5, 23 in the ball game now for Dongo.
Fist 4 is named this play. Double team comes, shares it. Look at it, Wes. He's asking for it now.
Right back to it. Now Dixon left alone. Stevenson the rebound and the layup.
It's perfect basketball. Swing, throw it back, you swing it again, you get a wide open thing, you miss it. Stevenson cleans things up with the rebound and finish.
Here's Fleming. The other thing you've noted before when you've seen Carolina. And Washington will miss the jump shot. Let's see, the battle for the rebound. Carolina out of it with it. Both Wilson and Bessar outstanding passing big men.
I cannot think of 2 guys, maybe 1 guy, but both guys are exceptional passers. Him being 6'10" and 7 feet.
Yep. And here goes Trimble down the lane, and Warren on the foul. Kellen Miller awards the bucket to Trimble. The foul is going to be on Kerouac, I believe.
Well, I was talking to Seth's mom before the game, and I was wondering what this new hairdo. He goes, well, when he wears this hairdo, he likes to attack the paint and talk a lot of stuff. So that's the stuff talking Trimble tonight.
Yep. So Seth Trimble will go to the line. He's now got 17 in the ball game. As you see last year against Georgia Tech in Chapel Hill.
Remember we talked about it a few weeks ago. Now he's back from the injury. Dixon's moved into the starting lineup. I think he's more aggressive off the ball a little at times.
I'll give you one better than that. Carolina, with Trimble in the lineup, averages 15 points in fast break per game. Without him in the lineup this year, 9.5.
Oh. But that ball pressure doesn't lie. His presence doesn't lie.
Yeah, and now he's got 18 points.
Look at the ball pressure.
Again, he is one of a handful of guys who can really defend the ball at distance.
Exactly.
There's Dongo against Bessar, and they're going to call the foul on Bessar. It'll be his 4th. 6th on. That'll be his 4th with 5:22 to play.
Good
Couple
action.
of free throws for Dongo.
Good action by Tech. Nice pocket pass there by Kelly. Pump fake to get Bessar off his feet.
Stevenson will come back for Carolina after the first free throw from Dongo. Dongo's committed to the process here, Dennis. I think that's the other thing to note. He has bypassed the NBA draft and the portal in each of the last 2 years.
Yes, and that's why I chose to put pressure on him now. You want to be at Tech, stay. You want to be a part of the big picture. So go ahead and take over. This is your team. You've been here the longest. You've earned the right to be more aggressive each night.
Got to stay healthy to do it.
Got to stay healthy, yes.
Yeah. Got the first of the 2 free throws. He's hit 4 in a row at the line here in this second half. Got 24 in the ball game. Does Dongo. He is 5 off his career high. And the second good. 84-66.
Whoa.
Gets it to Dixon.
That was close.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, it was.
Bodies down, guys shuffling their feet, all sorts of stuff. You see the bigs today. Look at the numbers. Wow. 40 combined for Wilson and Brassard of Carolina's 84. And here is Wilson working against Dongo at distance. Size only got the 2 fouls. Caleb misses on the long turnaround.
That's the first shot I didn't like in the day.
Yep.
Everything else you've been solid. That's the first bad shot of the day.
Fleming. Here's Dongo inside and squeezed around Wilson to score. 26 now for Dongo. Or 27 rather. 2 off his career high. And Hubert Davis with 4.5 wants Carolina to kind of get organized here at the offensive end. Dixon on the drive into traffic, couldn't finish, draws the foul. Take me through the Dongo worksheet here, 3D.
Quick tack mode, baseline spin, uses the rim so Wilson cannot block it. But once again, more aggressive. With the patience, baseline uses the rim nicely.
Kind of beat Wilson in his own game, didn't he?
Yes, he did. You know Wilson loved that spin move on the baseline.
I told some people you'd already compared him to Tar Heels of yesteryear with the spin move.
Well, the first game we had was against Radford. He did it twice. Then we had the second game against Navy. He did it again. I said, okay, Tar Heel, you might not like this early comparison. James Worthy.
Yeah.
But guess what? He does it on both blocks.
Yeah.
Whereas certain big guys only do it on one block.
Yeah. Derek Dixon's got 5 now. Lead back to 18. That got batted away. Kelly trying to fire it inside to Dongo, who's battling Stevenson. Coming up on 4 minutes to play here in Atlanta. Pocket pass and tried to get it to Fleming. Turned over, held ball, will belong to Carolina and get us to a timeout. Under 4 to go here in Midtown Atlanta. North Carolina by 18 on ACC Network. ACC basketball is presented by Food Lion, the official grocer of the Atlantic Coast Conference. Carolina in Atlanta today to see Georgia Tech, and the Atlanta native Caleb Wilson and the Tar Heels leading 86-68. If it's not like Atlanta, we got this DMV thing going on. We got Hubert Davis, we got Dennis Scott, our producer Tanner Phipps. All you DMV guys are hurtling around today. Huh?
Something in the water, they say, I guess. Something in the water. And then people are like, hey, ATL, our guy is home. Number 8.
How about 85 or more for Hubert Davis in 5 of the last 6 3D?
How many dunks does he have now? I kind of take track. He like, what, 5 dunks, 4 dunks?
Leading the nation according to some of the analytics.
And the analytical people are finally happy. He made a 3 for him tonight. Jesus.
You are really on the analytics
Yes,
train every
because,
once in a while.
come on, I love the 3. You know that's how I created my nickname. But for a guy like Caleb, keep attacking the paint, keep putting people in foul trouble.
Here is Wilson at long range out
On
front.
cue, right on cue.
And left it on the rim for Dongo.
I like that shot a lot better than the other fadeaway he took early in the shot clock.
3:25 to go. Cam Kraft back on the floor. He was red hot in the first half. That 3 bounces away. Trimble saved it, though, on the way down to Vessel. Carolina, regardless of the outcome here, has Syracuse Monday night in Chapel Hill. And then Duke on Saturday at home. So a little bit of a break for Hubert Davis's team. Interesting scheduling, too. Here's Wilson out of a double team.
That was good defense that time by Bod not going for the pump fake.
Trimble with 5 to shoot into traffic, took a bump. Now from in front, left it on the iron. Wilson going to clean it up. Caleb trying to come out of the fray with it, lost it on the ground, now scrambled out again, and what do we have? Jeff Clark's calling timeout. Mustaf is hurt. And Trimble also slow to his feet. And Georgia Tech's first-year basketball trainer Kelly German out to check on Jaden Mustaf. ACC legacy, of course. His dad was Gerard Mustaf, who played at Maryland, the late Gerard Mustaf.
There it is, that right ankle turned quickly.
And
he's tough. He's a tough young man. Tough young man.
Trimble went down in the fray as well. Mustaf. Remember, they're already missing Mohamed Sila today with a foot injury. Peyton Marshall is out with a sprained thumb. And there's Sila, who is a terrific player. But to be honest with you, Dennis has played a grand total of 23 minutes against the ACC this year.
You know my problem with that is? The best ability is availability. And unfortunately for Sila this year, he hasn't been available a lot. We know the talent's there and the upside's great. But I need you healthy, big fella. Same thing with you, Peyton Marshall. I've been knowing you since high school as well. You need both of those big guys healthy if you're a Tech fan.
86-68. 2:38 to go.
All pressure by Tar Heels. Oh, they called a foul.
Bogovats the foul. His second. 7th on Carolina. With 2:38 to go. Kraft will shoot 1 and 1. He is just 6 of 8 at the free throw line this year. In the 22nd game of the year.
The only way I let him off the hook for our viewers, he's a jump shooter, so most jump shooters don't get to the free throw line. Now the challenge is you have to put the ball on the floor at times to create these opportunities to get the free throw line because you shoot the ball too well.
Knocks down both of them there. An encouraging sign, though. He's gone double figures back-to-back games.
Yes.
Huge. 3 times in the last 5. He's got 5.5, 13 in the game. At 14 against Pitt. But it's a 16-point game with inside 2.5 to go. Here comes Bogovats. Dribble handoff. Feed back to Bessar. Foul on Dongo. Be the 3rd on Badongo. It's a 7th.
Tech foul charge to number 11.
What part do you see the difference? When Tech has the ball, Carolina's ball pressure is exceptional. When Carolina has the ball, it's not the same ball pressure. Carolina's running whatever they want, getting whatever they want.
Bessar has got 18 in the ball game. And the first one good. Make it 19 now. He had a double-double against Notre Dame, only 7 last Saturday at Charlottesville because of foul trouble. He has responded nicely today. And now, he's got 20.
Well, it's a luxury to have your big guys with big-time free throws down the stretch.
Wilson and Bessar have 42 of Carolina's 88. Kelly back the other way. Rimmed off, and they scramble for it. Here's Wilson. Derek Dixon. Here's Wilson. Inside. Blocked by Dongo. Recovered to the corner. Bogovats. A 3-ball. 8.5. 16 now in the game for Luka Bogovats. And Carolina's got 91 with 96 seconds left.
Yeah, it looks like Lamar Washington caught a stray elbow. Elbow to the mouth. Oh, they're going to look at it. Oh! Caleb Wilson makes a move to the basket. We're going to see if it's flagrant.
So Carolina will make some wholesale substitutions here. And meanwhile, A.J. decides
the previous play is under review for a potential flagrant foul.
Well, Kellen Milliner, the announcement for you. And so Lamar Washington appears to be okay.
Incidental contact.
So there's the ruling. Incidental. We'll play on here.
That's one of those ones, partner, as an ex-player, you want the foul, but every time you watch it, like, why did my face have to get in the way?
Yep, that's it. You're right.
It doesn't feel any better, but that's the right call.
Coming up next, we'll send you to Coral Gables and the Watsco Center for California and Miami. Jay Alter, Randolph Childress standing by. What tough loss the other night for the Golden Bears at Tallahassee.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
really
Miami, nice win against Stanford. The Canes have a chance to go 7-2 through the first half today. 3D.
I like, hey, Donaldson, Renew. That's a nice 1-2 punch.
Yep, we're going to see the Hurricanes and Tar Heels in a couple of weeks. You, Debbie Antonelli.
It's going to be fun.
And I, looking forward to it. Here's Kraft, two-pointer off the top. Kraft's got 7.5 now, 15 in the ball game. Here's Jaden Young on the inbounds. He'll play with Stevenson, Evans, Jonathan Powell, and Zayden High on the floor for the first time, wearing number 1 for Hubert Davis. Minute 7 to go. Here's High. Down the lane with a right hand. Fell off the rim. Dongo the rebound. Fleming tried to go back to Dongo. Stolen by High. And Evans or Stevenson. So, Dennis, what do you think? Carolina? Now, this will be 3 in a row. For Syracuse Monday night.
I like with Dixon being the starting lineup, Trimble being the off guard, let him loose and roam. His ball pressure still there.
There's Zayden High, a fall away off the glass. And Fleming will have it with 22 seconds left. And Carolina on the way to a 5-3 record with Monday night. Kowacie Reeves has 14. The bigs delivered here today, though, 3.
Oh, in a major way. Offensively, attacking the paint. Tech could do anything with the size tonight.
91-75 is the final here in Atlanta. North Carolina the win. 3rd straight victory. They're 17-4, 5-3 with Syracuse on Monday night. Georgia Tech 2-7 through the first half of the league slate. Now 500 overall. They're headed to the West Coast. Wednesday night, their 2nd ever trip to Berkeley. First time since December of 1950 for the Jackets.
That's a long time.
Thanks to Tanner Phipps, our producer, Arthur Kai, our director, and our terrific ACC Network crew here at McCamish Pavilion in Atlanta. The Tar Heels 91, the Jackets 75. Let's send you south now. Next stop, here's Jay Alter and Randolph Childress.